Have you ever watched a store shelf empty and wondered what that moment really means? Not just a flash sale or a social media trend, but a deeper shift in tastes, priorities, and the way a nation chooses its tools. Tonight we pulled sales data, dealer reports, and range chatter to answer that question. Which rifles are Americans actually buying in 2025, and what do those choices say about the community as a whole? Stay with me. This is not fluff. This is the market as a pulse. A living story of what shooters value when it counts. In a market that often looks like quicksand, with hype and scarcity shaping headlines, the real signal comes from what moves fastest off dealer floors. We're counting down the 10 fastest-selling rifles in the country right now. This is a breaking look at performance, price, nostalgia, and the raw ways people vote with their wallets. If you value solid analysis, hit that subscribe button, because we'll be following up with real tests, accuracy workups, and on-the-range verifications. Now, let's start the countdown. At number 10, the story opens with a lesson in simplicity. The CVA Scout. This single-shot break-action rifle is about fundamentals. One shot, careful aim, and thoughtful follow-through. In an age of modular frenzies and feature lists, the Scout's popularity is a quiet rebuke. Hunters and instructors alike praise the way it forces discipline. Parents like it for training new shooters. Survivalists respect its lightweight and mechanical simplicity. It's a pragmatic purchase, inexpensive, remarkably reliable, and available in calibers that range from heavy-hitting .45-70 government to pistol-level rounds like the .44 Magnum. Call it an analog antidote to complexity. At $329 to $499, the Scout also reminds buyers that ownership doesn't require a luxury budget. And in 2025, many people chose to get back to basics. At number 9, the market speaks to heritage and beauty with the Henry Big Boy family and the Sidegate variants. These lever actions are more than tools. They are tactile artifacts. When buyers choose a Henry, they're purchasing craftsmanship, buttery actions, warm wood, and the kind of finish that invites handling rather than hiding. The Sidegate models add a practical modern twist with faster loading, while the brass big boys in .44 Magnum sell like heirlooms. Yes, they're heavier and pricier than many modern carbines, and yes, maintaining a brass receiver takes dedication, but the market reaction is clear. People will pay for tradition done exceptionally well. In a year when many metrics favored modularity, Henry's sales prove that emotional value remains powerfully real. At number 8, the comeback narrative writes itself around the Marlin Model 1895. After years of uncertainty for the brand, a relaunch and updated production turned a classic into a workhorse once more. Guides and hunters, the buyers who require dependability under stress, pushed Marlin. 1895's off shelves because these rifles are built to be used, hard, fast, and without complaint. Chamberings like .45-70 Government and .30-30 Winchester give the 1895 real stopping power. Modern safety features and side ejection add practicality for scoped hunting setups. This is a product that reconnects tradition with modern manufacturing, and buyers rewarded it. At number 7, Marlin shows up again with the Model 1894, a pistol-caliber lever action that won the hearts of shooters who prize versatility and controllability. Compared to its big-bore sibling, the 1894 trades long-range reach for lower recoil, cheaper ammo, and faster follow-up shots. An attractive package for range time, brush hunting, and general fun. The 1894's capacity and compatibility with revolver cartridges make logistics easier for many shooters, and the result is a rifle that feels accessible and immediate. Production constraints sometimes make availability tight, but demand persists because the platform answers real, everyday needs. At number 6, we move into the realm of practical bolt guns with the Ruger American family. Ruger hit a sweet spot here. Good engineering, consistent accuracy, and multiple variants that fit different roles. From basic hunting rigs to long-range-oriented predator models, the Ruger American offers the features that matter: a crisp, adjustable trigger, a short bolt throw for fast cycling, and manufacturing that keeps costs in check. For buyers who want reliable, repeatable accuracy without a boutique price, the Ruger American has become a default choice, and that steady, dependable demand is why it ranks high on the fastest-selling list. At number 5, accuracy lovers nod to Weatherby Vanguard, a series that promises flat trajectories and tight groups without an inhuman price tag. Weatherby's long history with ballistics shows in the Vanguard's out-of-the-box performance, match-grade actions, lapped barrels, and triggers that let the shooter find the edge of precision. It's heavier on average and can push into premium pricing, but in any market year, the demand for reliable precision remains significant. The Vanguard sales tell a simple story. If you can guarantee performance, a dedicated buyer will find you. At number 4, Scandinavian engineering asserts itself with the Tikka T3X. Known for silky bolt operation and consistent factory accuracy, the Tikka is a favorite among hunters who value function above flash. The T3X manages to combine ergonomics, a refined trigger, and excellent cold weather behavior, traits that matter when a rifle gets used in serious conditions rather than simply posed on a wall. Some aftermarket purists grumble about proprietary magazines and limited accessory pools, but the core user experience keeps buyers coming back. In 2025, the T3X's steady sales reflect that many shooters prize a rifle that just works every time. At number 3, the list pivots toward portability with the Kel-Tec Sub 2000 Gen 3. This folding pistol caliber carbine has long been a favorite for its unique ability to disappear into a backpack and reassemble into a capable close-range platform. The Gen 3 solved a major complaint by introducing a rotating handguard that allows optics to remain viable while preserving foldability. A small improvement with huge practical impact. Buyers who need a compact truck gun, a packable trail companion, or a low-cost carbine trainer flock to the Sub 2000 because it answers real-world storage and deployment problems in ways a fixed rifle cannot. It's not a long-range tool, but for many use cases, the balance of economy, portability, and compatibility makes it the go-to. At number 2, modular warfare meets the civilian market with the SIG Sauer MCX family. The MCX took concepts that were once exclusively military and made them accessible. Caliber swapping with a few part changes, folding stocks that don't compromise function, and piston-driven actions that tolerate suppressors and robust duty cycles. Adoption and visibility in defense circles pushed the MCX into the public conversation, and buyers rewarded it with fast-moving sales. Yes, MCX models often carry a premium price, and their proprietary elements can complicate aftermarket swaps, but for shoppers who want a platform that stays relevant as missions evolve, modularity clearly matters. And at number 1, the unbroken champion of accessibility and adaptability. The Ruger 1022. For decades, this rimfire has been the gateway, the training tool, and the endlessly customizable platform that turns imagination into reality. The 1022's success is no accident. It's a function of utility. Cheap, reliable .22 LR ammo keeps practice affordable. A staggering aftermarket ecosystem turns a base carbine into precision rigs, survival takedowns, or competition-ready platforms. New shooters buy them for safety training. Veterans build them into specialized tools. The 1022's enduring sales show a market truth. The best-selling rifle isn't always the most technically sophisticated. It's the one that fits the broadest range of practical needs and keeps people coming back to the range. When you step back and read this list as a whole, a narrative emerges. First, practicality wins. Buyers consistently choose rifles that fill clear, everyday roles: training, hunting, compact transport, and adaptable modular service. Second, nostalgia matters. Premium lever guns and classic designs Sell because they carry emotional weight. Third, portability and modularity are rising stars. People want platforms that stow, swap, and evolve. Fourth, precision for the money is alive. Shooters will pay for measurable accuracy, but they want results, not labels. And finally, ecosystems decide long-term popularity. A rifle with aftermarket support and parts availability will outpace a flashier but lonelier newcomer. If you're in the market, ask yourself what the rifle will do most of the time. Will it teach a new shooter? Be a pack hunting companion? Serve as a backyard trainer? Your daily use narrows the field faster than any trend piece. Also weigh ammo logistics, the availability of parts, and the ability to get a trusted gunsmith if you plan custom work. And whatever you do, handle the rifle before you buy. Ergonomics, trigger feel, and carry comfort can't be guessed from spec sheets. Before we close, remember that markets move quickly. What's abundant today can become scarce with a viral review, a legislative shift, or a supply bottleneck. When you find the rifle that fits your life, buy smartly from a reputable dealer, check warranties, and consider long-term maintenance costs. Prices fluctuate and street premiums happen. Don't let urgency force a poor match. Now, one final question for you. If you could only pick one rifle from this list to keep for the next decade, which would you choose? And why? Would you take the timeless adaptability of the Ruger 1022, the compact intelligence of the Kel-Tec Sub 2000, or the old-school muscle and story of a Marlin lever action? Tell me in the comments. Explain your choice so the whole community learns from your logic, not just your brand loyalty. If this report helped you cut through the noise, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for the deep dive tests we promised. Accuracy overlays, upgrade paths, and full field trials. Share this with one person who's thinking of buying a rifle this year. When the market moves fast, practical information is protection. Stay safe, train consistently, and always handle every firearm with respect. I'll see you at the range.